When they take like a saw and they play on the saw.
Saw music.
Saw
that
music.
sounds about right. Yeah.
I think.
Do you guys have like a favorite moment of the series or like the film? Whether it was like the shoot or just like how it turned out?
Well, you've got 36 hours to think about.
I think I've spoken about this already. I like this end of season 2 when he's in the grave. You know that. I think that might be my favorite.
The one where he says, "I almost had fucking everything."
Exactly.
That one, yeah, good scene. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Love that one.
Yeah.
It's hard. I'm gonna pass.
So Cillian, you've played Tommy for so many years. How did it feel to like close the door and say goodbye for good to the character?
Yeah, I think I'm still working it out. You know, processing it. I think the reaction from the fans has been amazing and really gratifying. They just love it, and that's so important to us. And you know, we made it for the fans because the show became what it became thanks to their investment, and you know, it became that phenomenon thanks to them.
So Peaky Blinders is often defined by male violence, but if you look closer, there are actually like a lot of formidable women pulling the strings behind the curtain. Rebecca, where do you think your figure fits in that structure?
There's always a lot of powerful women. I think if you go back to sort of the Middle Ages, the men were out battling and we were sort of creating the structure of family and marrying England to France. And I don't want to overexpress it, and I don't think we should be sort of super excited that there are powerful women, but what I like is reading a script where a character stands out for her brilliance and intelligence and vulnerability, and Stephen Knight is really good at that. I was intrigued to play her. Whether or not she was powerful or not, it was finding her. But then I had a lot of I watched what Helen had done with Polly, and that, I think, inspired me a lot.
There's a line between those characters.
Yeah.
So music often replaces dialogue, it sets the tone of like the scenes, but it's barely talked about in the show, like for the characters themselves. What do you think, what kind of genre artists your characters when they're listening to?
Mine probably listens to, you know, when they take like a saw and they play on the saw.
Saw music.
Saw
that
music.
sounds about right. Yeah.
I think. Wind chimes.
My word.
I think you would listen to What Is the Peaky, wouldn't you?
I think he would need to listen to some like Brian Eno or something to like calm him the fuck down.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
To counterbalance everything.
Yeah, because he's a little stressed out.
Just a little bit. So in the end, your character Carlo leads Tommy to his destiny, which was the plan all along, but she doesn't seem necessarily happy about it, you know, like not like her dream came true. What do you think, like in her mind, she really feels about Tommy?
I don't like the idea of playing sort of a monotone emotion for a character, because I don't think that's how we are as human beings. And I think when Carlo comes in, there's an agenda and there's a motive and there is a reason and there's heritage and there's legacy. There's all of this for all of us, for all of our characters. But I think it's not that she's going to get to it by all ends means. I think it is the fact that she knows there's something that he's after and she's able to give it to him. How it's going to end up, I don't know if she 100% knows what's going to happen. But I think she is there out of a good reason to help release someone.
So we all know how this film ends for Tommy. But what was your first reaction when reading the script? Were you kind of expecting it, or was it like a shock to you how the series came to an end?
You went, what the fuck? Stephen!
No, we'd been developing it for a long time, and we always knew that was the ending. And it's important. Like I said this many times, but if you have a great third act, which this film has, then you're sorted. The hardest thing to do in storytelling is the ending.
Yeah.
So we have this amazing third act, so everybody knew what we were heading towards.
And finally, Peaky Blinders is coming to an end. Is there anything in a series or the film you wish that you could like change now, or wish to dwell on a little bit longer? Like a storyline, a characters, something that wasn't like fully disclosed in the end.
It's been hard to say goodbye to a lot of the amazing actors, you know, who we would love to have had it in it for longer, I think. Because Steve is always killing people off.
How about you?
I'm leaving that one to Cillian. I don't have the power or any say in the matter.
I mean, you played in the film. It's fair enough, though. I feel like you have an opinion, too. Is there nothing for your character that you feel like you wish would have been done more?
Yeah, we're not going to tell you about it.